Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to December.
Happy December.
Happy December. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy late.
We're in that season.
Late autumn.
Late autumn. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I had an excellent Thanksgiving.
Good.
Did you cook your turkey?
I did cook my turkey.
Awesome.
And thank you. Thank you to everyone here in PA that facilitated. The streak is over. I got a turkey.
Woo!
So
Win.
This is December drill. Not super drill, but we have the amount of events of a super drill. This
yes.
feels like a super drill because of everything that's going on.
It is a busy commemorative drill weekend.
It is. It's a fun weekend. We get to see everybody.
Yes.
So it's a true holiday drill. But
Wait, what do you mean we get to see everybody?
Well, we're going to, as a wing, this is the one time a year that we are all together in one place.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Yes.
all the groups, all the squadrons. And we get to see everybody because this past month, everyone came home.
Yeah.
Everybody is now home from the AOR, from being dispersed around the state of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
We are a family again. So,
Aww.
yeah.
So what are some of the events that make us so busy this drill?
Well, each year we have our Commander's All Call and the Outstanding Airmen of the Year ceremony. That is a December tradition, and this year that tradition continues. So at 9 o'clock on Sunday, we're going to kick that ceremony off. And then on Saturday, Major General Mammon, soon to be retired,
Our very own.
will be retiring here from Selfridge Air National Guard Base. So that will be at 1500 on Saturday.
Okay.
And I keep thinking of it like when a football player retires, you know, they pick the team they want to retire as. And it's like he's retiring with us because he's ours.
Yeah.
He was, when I first came to the base, he was the vice wing commander. And then in June 2019, he took over, May 2019, he took over as wing commander and held that until August of 2023.
Yep.
And then since then, he's been up at JFHQ,
Right.
and most recently, he served as commander of the Michigan Air National Guard.
Right. It's exciting that he's coming home so that we can bid him a fond farewell.
It sure is. So that's going to take place in the same venue as the OAY on Sunday.
Which basically is your home.
That's my
because
home for
you have
this
to
drill. Yes.
set up all the audio visual, that giant screen that everybody sees
Right.
for the ceremonies. That's all you.
It's a team effort, but yes, I'll be over there all drill.
You'll basically be the wizard.
I'll be the
behind
wizard
curtain.
behind the LED screen.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there's other events stacking up on top of that. Lieutenant Colonel Primorsky from the 191st Maintenance Squadron will be taking over as squadron commander.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
his change of command will take place at 1300
Okay.
on Saturday. So that comes right before, we're sort of working backwards here. That'll be right before General Mammon's retirement.
Gotcha.
Also on Saturday, Major Shagney from the Logistics Readiness Squadron will be assuming command. So,
Congratulations, sir.
yes, sir. Congrats. Just stuff all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah, it's gonna,
so much fun.
It's gonna
so
be
much
metal
to celebrate. So much family togetherness. It's going to be a good time.
For sure.
So 2024 was like many other years. It was incredibly busy. We have a lot to be proud of.
Right.
And toward the end of the year, we always like to do a year in review.
Yeah, sometimes we work so hard, so we have the ability to reflect back on what we did.
Right.
So
And then it helps you realize, wow, we did so much.
right, as a wing, like this was an extremely high ups tempo.
Right.
From deployments to exercises to evaluations to just everything.
Right.
Across the board, we packed it all into these 366 days. It was a leap year, I remember, too. So
Oh.
maybe that's why it seems like it was so busy. 'Cause we had a leap year. We just
Because we
packed
had
more,
one extra full day.
packed more action into it, right?
Exactly.
So the year kicked off. We had a super drill. So right out of the gate, 4-day drill in January. We did our TFAT training, and a couple days later, President Biden comes in, right?
Yep.
So we had a POTUS visit, which is obviously a large event for
Big deal.
for base ops, for security forces, just across the board for PA, like everything. That came on the heels of two big things that were happening concurrently, and that's Agile Rage, which they departed for that in February. And unfortunately, they were gone for our wing ball.
Yes.
So, which was March drill. So, all right, we're only at March at this point.
Yeah. Yes, and at the Wing Ball, we hosted now retired SEA Tony Whitehead,
Right?
who was our former command chief. He was our keynote speaker during that event.
It was so great to see him.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And then later on in the month, we had a really big event downtown Detroit.
Yes.
So Detroit hosted the NFL draft.
Yeah.
And of course, being the hometown Air Force, we got to do a flyover of that.
Yeah.
So we had PA coverage downtown of the NFL draft. Probably one of the coolest gigs I ever assigned to my troop. One of my troops was, hey, why don't you go to the NFL draft and hang out at the front of the stage? So,
Yeah. So, yeah, the same week as the NFL draft flyover, we had the nuclear staff assistance visit, where we had higher headquarters come and observe us executing our most important mission.
That's right.
And we passed with flying colors.
And we did. Yes, we did.
Awesome. That kind of opened up our air show season officially,
Right.
which was a lot.
It was a ton. It was a huge air show. And it was I would say it was a great air show.
It was an excellent air show.
I think that was probably our best.
A lot of people don't realize, I mean, maybe you do realize, we had Channel 4 come in and they did a lead-in where they did a lot of behind-the-scenes interviews and coverage of the air show.
Right.
And they were here live the Saturday of the air show. But we really kicked that off in earnest a year or two in advance for planning purposes.
That's right.
And we started our STEAM events out in the community in March
Right.
of this year. So we had a STEAM event where we hosted high school students at the M1 concourse in Pontiac.
Right.
And then we had an event here on Selfridge in May where we had
Correct.
students from Fraser High School come and they got the opportunity to see everything that Selfridge has to offer in terms of the flying missions and what jobs are available to them in the aerospace fields.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we tie those to the air show because it kind of puts us all in the air show spirit.
It does. It drives interest.
It does.
Because we had a STEAM hangar.
Right.
We had NASA here. We had a lot of awesome robotics teams and interactive displays that people could see. And this was kind of the first time that we had that.
Right. We had a lot going on the ground, but the one thing that I thought stood out from this air show was how tight the scheduling for the aerial acts was. It was constant action in the air, it seemed.
Yeah.
I know in other air shows, it takes time. You have to land the aircraft. You have to get the other aircraft out onto the apron. But this was like, there was always aircraft in the sky. So it
really
seemed
felt that
like
way.
it did. So it was a packed lineup, an awesome lineup, and of course culminated with the Thunderbirds each day.
Yeah.
Doing their thing.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah,
Thunderbirds.
remember the Thunderbirds? So, and they did an amazing ground performance in front of everybody.
Yes.
So that differed from the last time that the Thunderbirds were here. Is they did it right out front of the A-10 sunshades. So there are thousands of people watching the ground show, which is pretty tight.
Yeah.
So.
It was very cool. Very cool to see.
For sure. So that just kicked off the summer. So then coming right out of the air show, we had the 127th Civil Engineers went to Germany to do a deployment for training. So they spent a couple weeks over there. So then right after the air show, a couple weeks after that, we got into our deployment, disbursement, construction
Yes.
theme, which our theme for the summer, right?
Yes.
So what happened at the end of June? What was
Well, at the end of June, we sent about 350 folks from the maintenance and operations groups and others overseas to Southwest Asia for a 3-month scheduled deployment. That was the A-10 mission. And then in the middle of July, we shut down our runway for reconstruction, and we dispersed the air refueling group to Detroit Metro and to K.I. Sawyer in northern Michigan.
That's right.
Then we had back-to-back. I would like to talk about this.
Sure.
We had July off of drill, but it was sandwiched between 2 super drills. We had a 4-day drill the last 4 days of June.
I did not recognize that we had off for July drill this year because, 2 super drills.
Yeah, we had the last 4 days of June and the first 4 days of August were
Right.
super drills.
Yeah.
And July was free.
Yeah. We
of
had those
drill.
30 days off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that paved the way for Northern Strike 24-2, which the 127th Medical Group had a huge impact on. So they were working out of Alpena doing their ERPS, which stands for the En Route Patient Staging System.
Yes. Which, if you think about it, it's just the route that the casualty takes in order to get into the aircraft. And
things happen along that route. So they evaluate the patient, they treat the patient, they... last year when I was covering it, they were working new innovations in with patient care and transport and everything. And
that's really cool because that's a joint experience.
It is.
So they get to work with the Army Blackhawks and the different types of aircraft.
Right. Yeah. So the last time the Army was delivering the patients in like the armored ambulance. And then our folks were taking the patients off, treating them, processing them. And then the Army was flying in on the helicopters, and they were giving them back to the Army and then flying them out. So it was really cool.
Wow.
So there's a lot of really good stuff on Divids from that. I know they got a patient off a boat.
Really?
And they were actually transferring real moulage from point A to point B via helicopter. So yeah, they did a lot of really cool stuff.
Wow. Very cool. And that story and the photos are on our website.
Right. That's right. Go to our link tree.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Link tree.
And then also in August, our mission support group, our defenders from the Security Forces Squadron, had a field exercise here at Selfridge. So both getting valuable training and also showcasing what we're able to do here at Selfridge. Like we can have a field exercise on our base.
Yes. You don't think about Selfridge being a field training area, but
we have woods.
Yeah.
We have woods. We have woods.
We also have deer.
And coyotes.
And coyotes.
So
and snakes.
And snakes and spiders.
Lots of spiders. Lots of spiders.
And then coming out of that, going into September and October, we still had our ARG dispersed and our A-10s and maintenance group deployed. So then after the ARG was home, we were essentially waiting for our deployers to return.
Right.
From their 4-month deployment.
Yep.
So that paved the way for November drill, which was also the drill we had our nuclear operational readiness exercise. So it was just the perfect storm of good things.
Yes.
Because nailed the nori, and then we celebrated the end of the weekend, or the Sunday of that drill, by our deployers coming home.
Yep. We had a large crowd to welcome those guys home.
That's right. That sets the stage for this weekend.
Yes.
So November ended up being a ridiculously busy drill.
Yes, it was.
Everything just sort of happened, and now we are going out with a bang this drill with just wall to wall. But it'll be a good one.
Yep. Good luck to all the nominees out there.
For sure. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. We will see you out there.
Yeah.
And Sergeant Schumann will be the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Behind the screen, and we look forward to getting your feedback on that. I think you guys are going to have a good show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I look forward to celebrating the holidays with our PA family.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
It'll be a good time with our tiny little family at the Enlisted Heritage House. But like us, I hope that everybody has an excellent work center family holiday.
Right. Whether your work family is large or small.
Right.
Have a great one.
And we'll see you out there.
For sure. Right. Have a good drill.